here in the same way as I think of like Ben Catcher and Art Spiegelman, gentlemen who've dedicated their lives to looking at the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves and to try and understand why we tell them and how, well, really focusing on the parts that have been left out, which are often more interesting, more compelling, more challenging than the kind of routine, well-worn stories. And the Jewish story in America, I mean, I came here from Liverpool. I was drawn to the Jewish story. It's an amazing story. A couple of generation move from the city to the suburbs, from in large part from tradition to modernity, from poverty to widespread affluence. But in that telling, there were parts that were left out of that. We developed a well-worn story of black and white, and then the grey parts that were littered on the editing room floor like parts of a film that would never be seen again. You've dedicated your life to picking at almost tailor's remnants and examining, saving, hoarding, thinking about. How were you first drawn to doing this in the first place?
Thank you, Stanley. How was I drawn to this material? I have, since I was a kid, I've always been drawn to marginal cultures, marginal ideas. I mean, outside of the realm of Jewish life, and I think unlike a lot of my peers, but like some of them, I think the first magazine subscription I ever had was to Monsters of Filmland, which was a magazine about how monsters in movies were created. There was this sort of edge of culture that I found compelling, and as I became more interested in Jewish history, I simply applied the same idea of looking for what has been left out. And I will say that most of what I find is surely by accident. I'm usually looking for something else, and I stumble upon things. And
like your wallet and your keys.
Right. Yes, my wallet and my keys. I found these things. But one of my academic, when I was at Columbia, my academic advisor, Rachel Peltz, when he saw